think owning a private jet is expensive? Try the Gulfstream G700. It's not flying luxury, it's flying domination. In 2025, the Gulfstream G700 defines wealth. A flying mansion that costs more to maintain than most people will ever earn. And here's where it gets wild. Buying a G700 isn't the hard part. It's keeping it flying that burns your wallet. This $80 million masterpiece is just the entry ticket. The real cost? Pilots, hangars, fuel, insurance, maintenance, numbers so high even billionaires double-check the math. Because the G700 isn't a toy. It's a commitment, a statement, and honestly, the most advanced private jet humanity's ever put in the sky. This part will blow your mind. Step inside the Gulfstream G700, and you forget you're even on a jet. The cabin stretches nearly 57 feet long, over 8 feet wide, and just above 6 feet tall. Basically the size of a New York apartment, except this one flies at 51,000 feet. It can host 19 passengers across 5 separate living zones. One setup gives you a full dining area that seats 8. Yes, a literal dining table in the sky. Another replaces it with a master suite, a full-size bed, private shower, and even a work desk for billionaires who can't stop working mid-flight. And get this, even at 51,000 feet, cabin pressure feels like you're at just 4,100 feet. That means no jet lag, no headaches, and no fatigue. It's so comfortable that when you land after 14 hours, you actually feel human again. Now, here's where it stops being a jet and starts feeling like science fiction. The cockpit of the G700 is a digital command center. Gulfstream calls it the Symmetry Flight Deck. Imagine 10 ultra-clear touchscreen displays surrounding 2 pilots, every piece of data laid out like an iPad dream. It doesn't just make flying easier, it makes it smarter. The systems were designed to cut down pilot fatigue on those brutal long-haul legs from New York to Hong Kong or London to Sydney. And when visibility drops, the enhanced flight vision system kicks in. Infrared cameras piercing through fog, rain, and darkness. You see the runway long before your eyes can. That means the G700 can land at airports where others wouldn't even try. And then there's the enhanced autonomy system. It's not autopilot. It's a virtual co-pilot that never blinks, constantly scanning, analyzing, making sure every system, every angle, every readout stays perfect. It's like flying with a second brain, one that never gets tired, never makes mistakes. And here's where the G700 flexes its real muscle. Under the hood, it's powered by 2 Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines, each pushing out a jaw-dropping 18,400 pounds of thrust. These beasts aren't borrowed from another aircraft. They were specifically built for the G700, fine-tuned for maximum power, efficiency, and silence. This jet can climb straight to 45,000 feet in just 18 minutes, slicing through turbulence and commercial traffic like it's nothing. And when it hits cruise speed, you're looking at Mach 0.925, roughly 650 miles per hour. That's almost brushing the speed of sound. Its range is legendary, 7,750 nautical miles non-stop. You can go from New York to Bangkok, London to Singapore, or Los Angeles to Sydney without stopping for fuel. It's a straight-up globe conqueror. And despite its monstrous performance, the Pearl 700s are surprisingly efficient, burning 10 to 15% less fuel than the previous generation. Still, fuel costs can hit $30,000 to $40,000 per flight hour. So, every minute in the sky? It's like a luxury car disappearing into thin air. But what truly separates it is the experience inside. The cabin is whisper quiet. So quiet you can have a conversation from one end to the other without raising your voice. The air filtration system refreshes the entire cabin every 2 to 3 minutes, scrubbing out odors and contaminants, keeping every breath crisp and clean. And with 6,000-foot takeoff capability, this jet doesn't just go far, it goes anywhere. Now for the part that turns even millionaires silent. The price. In 2025, the Gulfstream G700 carries a base price of around $78 million. That's before you add a single customization. But here's the catch. No one pays list price. Negotiated deals usually land somewhere between $72 and $76 million, depending on interior finishes and avionics options. Still, that's only the starting point. A fully loaded G700, complete with bespoke interior design, premium entertainment systems, and high-end tech upgrades, easily climbs past $80 million. Owning it isn't just about affording the jet. It's about affording the lifestyle that comes with it. And this is where it gets brutally real. Owning a G700 isn't just about flashing wealth. It's about managing a flying business. The annual operating cost alone sits between $4 and $5 million, assuming you fly around 400 hours a year. Let's start with the big one, fuel. Expect to burn through about $2 million per year, easy. That's before you even think about insurance, which costs another $150,000 to $250,000 annually, depending on coverage and where you're flying. Maintenance? That's the silent killer. A major inspection can cost anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000, and those come up every few years. Then there's your crew. You'll need at least 2 qualified pilots, each earning between $150,000 and $250,000 a year, plus training, benefits, and hotel costs during overnight stops. And yes, pilot training is a recurring bill, around $100,000 a year just to keep them certified. If you're thinking of chartering instead of owning, buckle up. A G700 costs around $12,000 to $18,000 per flight hour. A coast-to-coast flight? That's $60,000 to $90,000 one way. So while it's the ultimate flex in aviation, the G700 lives in a league where even billionaires check their fuel receipts. The truth about owning a Gulfstream G700 is that its price tag doesn't end at purchase. It quietly drains wealth over time. Within the first 3 years alone, the jet loses between 20% and 30% of its value. That means a brand new $78 million G700 can drop to $55 to $60 million before you've even clocked serious hours in the sky. Over a 10-year ownership cycle, the total expenditure can easily surpass $150 million when factoring in depreciation, maintenance, crew, insurance, and fuel. That's roughly $15 million per year, every single year, just to keep the plane flying and in pristine condition. The Gulfstream G700 isn't simply an aircraft. It's a declaration of supremacy in the sky. For those who own it, it's about power, privacy, and absolute freedom. With this jet, you set your own schedule, travel at will, and redefine what it means to move through the world. Every inch of the G700 reflects precision engineering, unrivaled comfort, and cutting-edge innovation. From its whisper-quiet cabin to its near-transcontinental range, it's designed for those who see time as their most valuable currency. In essence, it's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about how you experience every mile in between. Owning a G700 isn't about necessity, it's about status. It's a membership card to a world where convenience meets exclusivity, where waiting in line is unheard of, and where even the sky bends to your schedule. In many ways, the G700 represents the merging of technology and luxury, a flying embodiment of human ambition and engineering excellence. It's not just a jet, it's a symbol of those who have conquered not only business and wealth, but also time itself. The Gulfstream G700 isn't just a jet, it's a statement of dominance, comfort, and control. For those who can afford it, it redefines what flying means. And for the rest of us, it's a glimpse into how the world's elite travel above clouds, time, and ordinary limits.